Right, here's our dehydrator. We paid $69 for this a few years ago, so just make sure it works. Yep, she works. So what I'm going to do is just give my trays a little spray with a bit of cooking spray, just to make sure that the fruit comes off them. These mangoes are ripening, and I'm just peeling these. Now these came from that video we made harvesting high up mangoes. These ones we picked 6 days ago. Now I noticed yesterday, you noticed the ones there, this is all the mangoes we got that fell to the ground. These are all the ones that we got in the bucket successfully. If you saw the extent of what we had, we might be halfway through them, just halfway through. Dehydrating the mangoes has got a fair bit of appeal for me because at least I won't have to use up room in the freezer for them. They do get a bit slimy when you get to the last bit. I've got a bit of a flat surface there, so I'm just going to put them down on that and just going to cut 2 scallops off each side, nice and even thickness. So what I might do is cut them into 2 pieces. So I just place them on my rack. Basically 1 mango nearly on 1 tray. Oh, I suppose it could go, couldn't it? Mm-hmm. I could dehydrate that. These are beautiful mangoes. I saw these in the shop yesterday. $5 each for these R2E2s. All my trays are full like that. So we'll just put this on, turn it on, and then we'll have a look down the track a bit. It's done. They're done. Got a nice colour, hasn't it?
Beautiful, and they taste nice too. Just add a little bit.
So I've changed my way of cutting these, so I'm just cutting 1 thick scallop off each side. Cutting fairly close to the seed, or carving around the seed, and then what I'll do then is just slice them so that any grain goes that way. So I'm cutting it across the grain, and about then I'm keeping my 10 mil or maybe 12 mil. So they're not as thick. The ones I did before were maybe a little bit too thick. They're a bit more even in thickness now. Just sort of run him out like that. Get 1 more in there. The dehydrator's been going for about 4 days now, flat out, 24/7. As I take the dehydrated fruit out, I just consolidate what's left in the trays that haven't been dry enough, and then I've got 2 empty trays there I need to load up. Over here I've got the results of what I've done the last 4 days. Now it doesn't look much, but dehydrated fruit can pack in fairly tight. So I've pushed a fair bit into this jar. I've jammed a whole heap into this container here, and I'm working on these 2 bags here. This bag here they're basically chips, so they're really dry. The rest would probably be as dry as you'd imagine dried apples would be that you buy in the shops. The ones that are real dry, I'm going to just leave them out, and the ones that I'm not sure of, I'm just going to put in the freezer, but they'll take a lot less room than the actual pawpaw themselves. And we made a pawpaw curry the other night with the dehydrated pawpaw, and it turned out fantastic. So we're going to do that, make an upload of that. So most of these are ready to use straight away now. Now this is one of the big ones. I think he's over 900, that one. Beautiful mangoes. The dehydrator did a fantastic job. It ran nearly non-stop for about 6 or 7 days, I'd say. This is all we got left out of our mangoes. We've got 1 mango left, so we're going to use it fresh. Now what we got out of the dehydrator is this container here. We left a little bit of moisture in those because they're good to chew on. So we're freezing those, and we've got this bag here out of the freezer. We left a little bit of moisture in those as well, and there's over 2 kilos in that bag. And So this is another, these are fairly dry, another bag there fairly dry. Now altogether, I weighed them all, altogether 5.27 kilos of dehydrated mango. It's a lot.
Wow, and that's not counting.
4 of these bags, chock-a-block full of cut up green mango. We've got a heap of ripe mango cut up in what, maybe half a dozen or more of these containers full of cut up ripe mango.
Oh well, we'll have
done a good
enough
job.
to last us the next 12 months at least.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for watching and we'll catch you later. Bye. This is all the pawpaws we have. Oh, I've been saying pawpaws. This is all the mangoes we have left.